Let's do this.
All right.
How you feeling?
Great. What's good? It's your boy Buddieroe. We're reading with a rapper and Eddie and T, and it's the Lost and Found documentary.
Happily found.
But all you found unless you happy.
Buddieroe is a child of the Most High, youngest of four, an artist, a painter, a poet, a kid from Broadgate. Broadgate is a place that's on the southwest side of town in Missouri City. I'm somebody that care about my community. I feel like I grew up in a tight-knit community. Like the thing about Broadgate is that a bunch of families stay there. So I think me caring about it shaped the way that I interacted with it as I grew up and seen it change. When it was like dangerous, it made me a little bit more reserved because I understood how I needed to move in that climate with my friends and the people that I knew it was love with. It made me feel more relaxed. It just overall just shaped who I am and how I looked at the world, because the world was Broadgate to me when I was younger.
As a kid, he was really reserved, wasn't as loud as you would expect most kids to be. Every time we would send him to the store, but he always took forever. And we would always wonder, what's taking this dude so long to go to the store? We think maybe he playing with his friends or something. After the storm Ike came, it knocked down the fence. So one time we actually sent him to the store and we was watching him. And he was stopping and reading everything. So that's what was taking him so long. This whole time we figured out, oh, that's what he was doing. That's kind of the most memorable thing from his childhood, the indication that I knew that he was a little different.
For me, he's just Sweet Buddy. Like my mom has a nickname for him, is Sweet, Sweet, Sweet Buddy. He was my baby. We decided to move to Missouri City because I grew up over here. I graduated from Willow Ridge. Willow Ridge was just so great. I had teachers that saved me. And so I wanted my kids to have that experience. I told my husband, I want to move where my kids can go to the same school I went to.
Up until that time, we had moved here and there. It was just time for us to get our family where we knew that we were going to be stable. We were going to come home to a certain place. For me, it was more about just wanting them to know where they belong.
Basketball is probably my first love. Even though music was always around and I always loved music, I didn't love music as much as I loved basketball. My dad was a coach. He always taught me that basketball reflects life. If you are looking at the shot clock and looking at the scoreboard instead of playing the game, that's how you're gonna play life. All of the lessons that basketball has taught me and the fact that I just see life being mimicked through the game, it just won't go away. You know, I love it. It's really deep rooted. The thing that made me fall in love with basketball, I think it's the fact that everybody can't do it. I feel like that was the thing that drew me to it initially. Allen Iverson's influence, because he was like the bridge between being cool and hip hop and being youthful and basketball. And the fact that it's a thinking game. It's very high paced and you have to think through it. I think those things are the things that just made me be like, man, I like this game a little bit more than normal.
It would be like 7 o'clock in the morning and our bedroom window is right at the patio. I know damn well they're not out there playing basketball this early in the morning.
My freshman year, I was on B team. I was relatively like an afterthought. I knew that I could play, but it's just I didn't know anybody. By the time the end of my freshman year came around, I was on A team just because how well I played. I went hard. I started working with my dad, working out every day, and I just put in the work. My sophomore year, when I came back to school, I was a completely different player, at least to other people's eyes, because they was like, oh no, he can actually play. I started playing with the varsity squad. So I was pretty much a varsity prospect. We had got a new coach. He pretty much seen me in open gym and he was like, you're gonna be on varsity next year. And I started playing with the varsity squad. And during that time, like the summer league, I was just more than sure my junior year, I was gonna be on varsity. He pretty much said it I was already being touted as a prospect, and then I was showing up. We get to the final cut, and for me to get there and see that I wasn't on there, it was kind of just like definitely heartbreaking and devastating. That was a blow that at the time I wasn't really ready to take. You know, I pretty much was done after that. He had me play in a JV tournament where he said I was being evaluated. In that tournament, I won most outstanding player. Still didn't make the varsity team. And that just devastated me because I knew like my best friends, they were a year ahead of me. That was their senior year. So I knew I wasn't gonna be able to play with them. And I knew I didn't want to play with the people on JV. So I was just like, I'm done after that. And rightfully, that probably made me dive into music a little bit more.
I think it was the summertime of his senior year. Tensions around here was really, really high between me and him, especially because school's out. We don't really have a plan at that point, at least in my eyes. So for me, it was either military or college. I definitely didn't want him to go to the military, but you gotta do something.
Street poet with a ghetto essence, blessing, don't know what you just stepped in, reppin', 713 South Texas, legend, maybe Bob Marley in the flesh in, on 2K TV with a Lexus, please tune in, cause you're about to get a blessing.
When I heard that, it was like, on the way home, I was like, man, there's just really no way that I can, in good conscience, allow him to go to college or to the military with that kind of gift. If you see somebody work like he worked and is passionate about it as he is and care about it like he do and not looking for the fruits of it, he really wants this, it's not hard to get behind it.
When I saw that my baby had actually taken a cue from his brother and going on the same route, I still be so excited. It's always like the first time, every time for me.
Happily found.
My parents' support means everything. I don't know anybody that parents support them like I do, or even have the relationship that I have with my parents. They genuinely just want the best for me. I know they're my biggest supporters, and once I kind of proved to them that this was something I was doing and that I wasn't playing with it, it was like, okay, we 100% behind you. So of course you want your parents behind you before anybody. So once they said that they were, it just meant the world to always, at all of these different stages, be able to have a huge giant that you slayed and then turn around and see your mom and pops cheering you on the whole time. So it just mean the world to me.
I found me when I was 25. I'm 26, that made me wonder how long I was lost. I knew my name, city, state, but ain't know who I was. But then again I did, but didn't show cause what it cost. I never thought they would accept me for the real me, but silly me being controlled by that trivial thought. My homie said you perfect for this opportunity to reach the youth. He laid the blueprint, I said where to start. He said the heart. I come from the south side, the people was outside. I come from the jungle, things that I seen would leave your mouth wide, leave you traumatized. Look at it, mama eyes, thought it could change the hood, now they feel like Obama lied. The walls is closing in, ain't nobody noticing. Won't see this on Fox News, no media focusing. So what is the hope again?